Hi everyone, this is Vijay from People Studio as well Vijay Real Talks. What brought me here is I have seen a video released by Mr. Balu sir in his YouTube channel. So I have a few questions regarding that video, and also I would like to have discussion on the topic Air India Boeing Crash. Here in today discussion, the person joining with me is Krishna Balu Iyer sir, retired central government officer, renowned senior political analyst and columnist, writer, poet and heritage enthusiast. Welcome sir, welcome to the discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay,
Thank you
for
so much.
having me here.
Thank you so much.
My name is Krishna Balu Iyer. I'm a writer, columnist, political analyst. Today we are discussing, I think, this Ahmedabad air crash. I made several videos. Recently, I uploaded one short video on an interesting topic titled How Software Ditched the Pilots. This is the caption.
Yes sir.
I am going to talk about that.
Before to start our discussion, I would like to play the video which was released by Balu sir in his YouTube channel, and later on I will ask the questions regarding that video. Okay sir, now I will show the video sir.
It was the software that cheated the pilots and others. Hi friends, I am Krishna Balu Iyer. I am going to share some interesting fact about the Air India Boeing crash in Ahmedabad. The shocking thing what I observed, the total time as per the report, I counted it 29 seconds. Now I read out, carefully listen. Number 1, 8 hours, 8 minutes, 42 seconds. The fuel switches were changed from run mode to cut off. Number 2, at 8 hours, 8 minutes, 52 seconds, the fuel switches were changed from cut off to run. So total time elapsed 10 seconds. Number 3, 8 hours, 9 minutes, 5 seconds, mayday call was made. So in between, time elapsed 13 seconds. Number 4, 8 hours, 9 minutes, 11 seconds, where EAFR recording. Now total time elapsed 10 plus 13 plus 6, total 29 seconds. Surprisingly, if you see the crash video, it took only 10 seconds for the aircraft to touch the ground. Now, after watching the video, you may ask why I started the video, stop clock at a particular time, because that is where exactly the aircraft might have lost the thrust, started falling. But that is the criteria. From that time onwards, till it touches the ground, that is the crucial period where everything has happened.
Sir, based on this video sir, I would like to ask some questions. So my first question is, could you explain in detail your observation on the time difference when comparing the real-time occurrence of the airplane crash to its timestamp on CCTV video?
See, if you see the data what released and interim report published and released by the investigating team, the first timestamp was 8 hours, 8 minutes, 42 seconds. What it said, fuel control switches were moved from run position to
Cut off.
cut off. Next, 8 hours, that is after 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, at 8 hours, 8 minutes, 52 seconds. Sorry,
10 seconds.
47.
47.
That is half a second means 47.
47.
At 47, RAT got deployed. RAT.
Okay.
RAT deployed. Again, from that time, another after 5 seconds, that is at 8 hours, 8 minutes, 52 seconds, what happened? Fuel switches were restored. That is, it was again brought back to run
position.
So, in between 10 seconds, off the way, the RAT got deployed. Then, after 13 seconds, that is at 8 hours, 9 minutes, here it is crossed 8, 9 minutes, 5 seconds, what happened? Mayday call was made. After mayday call was made, after 6 seconds, EAFR, that is Extended Airborne Record, stopped recording. That means the impact The moment it touches the ground, due to that impact, the recording stopped. So total how much you count? First
20
5 seconds, second 5 seconds, 10 seconds, again 13 seconds, 23 plus 5, 6,
29
29 seconds. If you actually watch the real time, that famous video, no?
Yes, sir.
Amateur video a boy shot it, that is the crucial video, where you can find that after reaching a height, altitude, it started falling. It was falling like this. If you count from that point where exactly the flight lost the thrust, because the fuel switches were closed.
Close.
Fuel switches were closed at this point, it started falling. Then it touches the ground. If you count with a stop clock, it records only 15 seconds.
Okay. Sir, my observation regarding your video, you are playing the CCTV DVR video in your mobile device and
Yes.
you are calculating with your device clock timer as well. So, didn't you find the synchronization of your clock is different from original CCTV DVR clock? And I know any capturing or displaying device has a low latency because of a signal processing mechanism. But today
Correct.
modern CVT DVRs are accurate. Even there is a low latency, it is up to a milliseconds difference. But your observation is saying 14 seconds delay. How it is? Could you explain, sir?
Yeah, exactly. Here, if it is confined to only latency, these differences, that will account for 1 to maximum 2 to 3 seconds.
Yes, sir.
Maximum 2 to 3 seconds in my knowledge.
Yes, sir.
But what here happened, what I wanted to convey is, this is the software, this is the actual movement of the flight.
Okay.
Okay? The flight is ahead, software was behind. This is point what I wanted to make. Imagine now, I will prove one more point. What the report says, the flight was lifted after 3 seconds, the fuel
Rat was
tank
displaced.
within 3 seconds.
Okay.
When it is lifted, how much it would have traveled within 3 seconds? Few up.
Okay.
But in actually, if you see the video, it is much ahead.
625 feet, they are saying height.
Yes.
625.
625. Imagine now, 625 feet, it reached altitude, then it fell.
Okay.
Okay. Now, after the lift off, see, this is the ground, this is the runway. After the lift off, you imagine what is the 3 seconds push? Only this much. 3 seconds.
Very low altitude, maybe possible.
Low altitude. That too low, because it's only lift off.
Okay.
Only 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, the fuel lines were touched, but it is not matching with the actuals.
Actuals. Okay.
That I calculated, it comes to nearly 29 minus 15 seconds.
14 seconds.
14 seconds.
Okay.
That 14 seconds, what I feel, is a mismatch with the actual software running.
Okay. My second question, sir, you put a thumbnail on your YouTube video saying that it is the software cheated the pilots. Could a software glitch have sent a false signal that caused the fuel switches to move or shut off the engines, even though the pilots did not touch them? What specific evidence definitively explains the uncommanded transition of both engine fuel cutoff switches from run to cutoff seconds after takeoff?
Yes. See, I will tell you one thing. Here, what I research, I got the material online. The switches are really hot switches. That is a hardware, hot switches with the springs and other thing. It has to mindfully move. You have to move it mindfully. It cannot be done accidentally. They want to avoid the accidental touch. That is why. But in the language, what all the investigators they are using, intentional.
Intentional.
That's a new word. Intentional should not have been used. What they should have used it, mindful or
Conscious.
Purposely. Again, purpose slightly is a different word. Consciously, mindfully, they move the switches for a purpose. They move the switches. But here the secret is, the switches, when you are moving, it will not directly go the connection rod or anything. It will not close the valves down beneath the aircraft. It will not close the valves. It will only send a signal.
Okay.
The switches will only send a signal, soft signal. That means this can be manipulated.
Okay.
And it's a manipulation in the sense what happened here. I will tell you what actually happened.
Hmm.
The moment fuel control switches were moved from, that is, run to cut off, fuel stop. Immediately the software alerted.
Hmm.
When the software is alerted, acha, who done it? Who has moved this thing? That is secondary. We'll think of this.
Okay.
What actually happened? This is the happened.
Okay.
I will just read out the portion.
Okay, sure.
That is page number 15. I will show the page number 15. I will read out that thing. As per the EAFR, Extended Airborne Record, the engine 1 fuel cutoff switch transitioned from cutoff to run at about 8:52.
8852. That is 10 seconds
That is-
after.
10 seconds after. This is actually a restoration.
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 Engine 1 restored. Okay.
Restored 52 UTC. I think UTC means a universal time.
Okay.
Because the entire globe is watching this thing.
Yes, sir.
So there is no meaning in putting IST.
Okay.
The APU inlet door began opening at about 8:54
Hmm.
UTC, consistent with the APU auto start logic. Here, auto start logic is very important.
Hmm.
What is APU? Auxiliary power unit.
Okay.
Auxiliary power unit will come into this action once the RAT is deployed.
Okay.
It is because of the RAT. So thereafter, at 8:56 UTC, the engine 2 fuel cutoff switch also transitioned from cutoff to run. Second engine out. When fuel control switches are moved from cutoff to run, while the aircraft is in flight, still it is in flight, each engine full authority dual engine control, that is called FADC.
Okay.
FADC control, that is full authority dual engine control, automatically manages a relight and thrust recovery sequence of ignition and fuel introduction.
Okay.
So much thing happened behind. Important thing is relight. Once when the power is cut off, when the fuel is cut off, automatically all these things action will take behind. All the actions taken behind. How can you blame the pilots?
Hmm.
This is automatic. When the question comes, who switched off first?
Yes.
That will come later. The EGT was observed to be rising for both engines, indicating relight. That is the temperature of the engines.
Hmm.
It started rising.
Okay.
That is called indicating relight. Relight started. So generally what we do in our computers to clean our viruses, we put a program, we opt for a midnight 12 o'clock, then we go to sleep.
Yes, yes.
Similarly. Engine 1 core deceleration stopped, reversed and started to progress recovery. Engine 2 was able to relight, engine 2 successfully relight, but could not arrest core speed and reintroduce fuel repeatedly to increase core speed, acceleration and recovery. The EAFR recording stopped at 8:11. Up to here it is recorded.
Okay.
Afterwards, the EAFR, the data recording stopped at 8:11.
11.
That was the time
Crashed.
it would work.
Okay. Sir, adding to that, in the context of actual investigation, investigators would analyze flight data recorder FDR and cockpit voice recorder CVR. This would show that what commands were issued to the engines, the state of fuel switches and pilot inputs. So what the report says about these things, sir?
See, I'm not very
FDR
clear
and
about,
CVR. Okay.
No, in clear. I am not very clear about the technique, this aspect.
Okay, sir.
But one thing I can tell you, nobody will give a command or anything. See, these are all in automatic software that takes care of it. I will read out what is the software name also. It is called Engine Indicating and Crew Alerting System.
Okay.
EICAS.
Okay.
Engine Indicating and Crew Alerting System.
Okay.
It will take care of everything. And almost this thing I am going to tell you. how the pilot came to know that the switches were closed?
Hmm.
Not by seeing the switches because their concentration is somewhere else.
Hmm.
They are just taking off.
Okay.
The aircraft just then lifted.
Sir,
Within 3 seconds.
is there no warning system was alerted?
Yes, I'm coming to that point. See, they never concentrated. In my opinion, they did not see the switches. They
Okay.
can't concentrate on the switches.
Okay.
They are taking off. The flight already lifted. Within 3 seconds, they never anticipated this would happen.
Sir, in this
But they
context, some comments commented on some recent YouTube video like in our normal cars, we do have a fuel indicators and seatbelt indicator warning systems. So, in the giant missions like this, airplanes doesn't want that.
It is there. That is called EICAS. EICAS means Engine Indicating and Crew Alerting System.
Okay.
This will alert not only one point, several points it will alert.
Okay.
That is why the pilot who asked the co-pilot, did you switch off? He did not see the switches and asked him.
Okay.
Remember this. He was concentrating on this displays.
Hmm.
Probably, I believe, he was watching about the other displays.
Navigation
That is
and
called engine indicating and crew. See, sometimes you might have heard, lot of times you have noticed, the aircraft will return to the base or they will ask emergency landing in another airports because of shortage of fuel.
Hmm.
How they come to know about the shortage of fuel? After all, in our cars, we got indication another thing. The indication shows only 10 kilometers to the petrol bunk. It will give an icon of petrol bunk icon. Everything is there.
Everything is there.
Okay, huge mission. Obviously, it will be there.
Okay.
This is what alerted the pilot,
Hmm.
not the switches.
Yes.
He did not notice first switches are off position.
Hmm.
He noticed the alert. It was an alert.
Yes.
Then he realized something wrong with the fuel. It's not flowing properly. Then he turned. He asked the pilot.
Okay.
The pilot also said, "No, I didn't do it."
Okay.
This is the proof. The pilots were not involved. It's all software.
Okay, sir. Moving on to my next question. The RAM air turbine RAT deployed seconds after takeoff, indicating a significant loss of primary electrical power. Based on 787 power architecture, did the initial fuel cutoff cause the power loss and RAT deployment, or could any underlying electrical issue have triggered both power loss and the fuel cutoff switch movement?
This really, because it's highly technical,
Okay, sir.
I can't answer this thing, but I can clarify one question.
Okay, sir.
The RAT was deployed at 8:47.
8847 immediately after liftoff after 3 seconds.
Lift off after 3 seconds.
Okay.
After 3 seconds, this thing cut off the
Run mode to cutoff mode.
cut off mode. After that, the entire electrical system collapsed automatically.
Okay.
Then RAM got deployed. What is the time between RAM deployment and switch off? Only 5 seconds.
Hmm.
42 to
47. 5 seconds.
5. After RAM deployed, another 5 seconds, it was again restored.
Restored. Okay.
That is 52.
Hmm.
After 52 seconds, it took 13 seconds to make a mayday.
Hmm.
That is why in a suicide theory, nobody will make a mayday call.
No.
Why? All are going, let us keep quiet.
Yes.
They made a mayday call and they tried to put to normal position the switches. All attempts were made.
Yes.
So suicide theory is totally out.
Okay.
The second suspicion is this software glitch.
Okay.
Another thing. Actually, no, the timing is not matching. That's the whole problem.
Moving to next question, sir. The preliminary reports indicates both fuel switches transition from run to cutoff within a second of each other, and cockpit audio captured a pilot's asking, "Why did you cut off?" with the other pilot denying it. What are the most probable scenarios, example technical malfunction or severe inadvertent action, that could explain this simultaneous seemingly uncommanded event, and what evidence would definitively distinguish between these possibilities?
I tell you, again, it's a technical thing.
Sir.
I am not an expert to answer, but I will go this way.
Okay, sir.
This is my opinion. This thing. first fuel switches cut off.
Okay.
That stopped the fuel supply to the engine. Immediately, RAT was
Deployed.
deployed.
Okay.
What is the purpose of RAT?
Emergency
When the
supply
fuel
of
cut off, power is off. Power, the entire aircraft power goes. It will give just like it is a turbine, small thing. No? In olden days, in our cycles we keep
Dynamo, sir. Dynamo.
dynamo. Like that. That power helps emergency operation.
Okay.
So this is the proof that this thing again the relight started. Relight. One by one after this automatically goes on.
Okay.
One after one, all the functions started doing everything going on. So that's why I read it now. Everything was going on behind the engine. Because of the emergency trigger was fuel supply cut off. That's it starting.
Okay. Okay, sir. My next question, sir. Given that both engines failed within seconds of fuel cutoff and subsequent attempts to switch off the fuel control back to run did not immediately restore thrust, why was not engine thrust regained almost instantaneously, especially since the entire situation unfolded in a matter of seconds?
What is your question then?
My question is, why would not engine thrust regained almost instantaneously, especially since the entire situation unfolded in a matter of seconds?
That's why I think this is a highly technical one, because that is why it is trying. There is a program called relight.
Okay.
There was no time even for the relight. Here, my theory also proves there is a gap between the actual aircraft position and the relight.
Okay.
So, had the aircraft had some time till some gap is there, the engine would have been regained.
Sir, actually,
by the time it's almost all touching the ground.
Sir, in order to get required thrust, actually these jet engines are complex thermodynamic machines, as you know. What I observed is the entire process from reintroducing fuel, regaining significant usable thrust typically takes anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds while I have gone through such. Even more, depending on the engine type, its current speed and altitude and airspeed also involves.
Exactly.
Yes.
That is why here there is a mismatch.
Okay.
The initial lift off,
Okay.
within 3 seconds, the entire reverse process started. Power cut off, fuel cut off, relight starting. Again after 10 seconds, again it is came to
cut off.
normal. You think that the switch off, cut off position to run position, it came back. Was it done automatically or by the pilots? There's no chance for the pilots to do even that one.
Yes.
It's all done automatically. The biggest major problem is here, the doubt is, the switches are mechanical switches. How it can move automatically? It cannot move unless you are lifting and pushing.
It needs a special force applied and a special driving mechanism.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is why here, this is only switches, but switches will not close the valves.
Right.
It will only send a indication, only a command, electronic command will send.
Okay.
Here only, that is why maybe something reverse one, or physically without the switches moving, the valves were closed and open.
Yes, sir.
By the relight process.
Okay. Okay, sir. My last question for this session and discussion. Sir, are you satisfied with this recent AIB preliminary report, or what are your primary concerns for investigation for final reports?
Definitely there are primary concerns.
Okay.
The thing is, the way they explain everything, they did not identify the pilot who shouted first, did you close this thing and other thing, but it is quite natural. It's better not to reveal the names.
Okay.
That's what they have done correctly. And they have not even blamed the pilots directly. It's only an indication. They gave an indication indirectly without telling that it may be a pilot's fault, but definitely it's not the pilot's fault.
Okay.
Because it is suicide theory is illogical, capitalist, only sabotage theory. is the third one is these fuel switches were already closed, not switches, valves
Valves
on the ground itself. Immediately after refueling the 1,25,000 liters
of fuel.
fuel into aircraft. Some mischief happened that was closed, but still that can move. It could move. Whatever the residuary fuel is there in the pipeline, that is sufficient to push the aircraft and take off also, because it's a heavy load, 1 lakh load.
Yes.
That push this thing, but within 3 seconds, the entire residual fuel lying in the pipeline evaporates.
Okay.
Because heavy. Then trouble started.
Okay.
This is one theory. This theory was put forth by one Vinay Jha.
Anaja. Okay, sir.
Vinay Jha, he has written a very good article, but no one is discussing, even YouTubers, news channels, about this. This, even today, it perfectly suits whatever the report says, it collaborates.
Okay.
You can corroborate. What I feel is they should constitute ministry another special investigation report. They should do it, and what they should focus is on software side, operating software and other maintenance software, EAF record, how the relight happened, EEC,
Okay.
EICAS, FADEC. Everything is upgraded or something happened, maintenance, even computer software maintenance or anything. Did all the pilots were briefed before that? These aspects they should look into ministry, and they should drag the Boeing officials also and ask about the software changes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Balu sir, for joining this discussion and expressing your views. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thank you, sir.
Nice meeting.
Nice meeting.